So exciting about rally scoring is that you are never out of this game. As you see a timeout being called, 15-15.
It's time for the pressure cooker here. We're halfway through, and we leave it to exactly the Kawamotos behind us to bring the atmosphere in the venue. Linda's traveling atmosphere, and I love that about her, man. She kind of reminds me of my mom. Although my mom's not good at pickleball, but I wish, I'd love to play with my mama. Mama, it's your son, he's on TV, he made it.
I love that.
I made it.
So if we take a look here at this beautiful graphic being provided to us, we see the dupers of all the players. Look at Jess Kawamoto, 5'7", we have Kim Layton, 5'6", 8'5". Ladies and gentlemen, anything over 5, you are considered a pro pickleball player. And as you see here, we have 5 of the top women in Canada, both in singles and in doubles, which is incredible to see as well.
My man, those numbers are so high, I need a calculator. No, but you know what? Like, that's one thing is a lot of people, they don't understand the level of play.
Correct.
And so when you come see it, hopefully you're watching us on TV, but when you come see this sort of level of play, the speed at which the athletes move, the power at which the ball comes. I mean, it's a different thing to just hit a forehand as hard as you can. It's one to hit it consistently in all the time. The resets are insane.
Absolutely.
You're not seeing third shot, fifth shot.
Wow,
sixth shot
well done from Kim Layton with the big fist pump. You gotta know that she loved that one, Diego.
Fiery competitor.
Fiery.
Has been stated.
And you know what it is? What I'm seeing from both Kim and Carolina.
Oh,
great blocks from Serena. Unlucky off the tape. Ball's flirting with that tape like a middle school dance.
I wonder if they spoke to each other at the beginning. I mean, they did clearly, but if Kim and Carolina said, you know, where our attack is to attack. High reset.
Oh, high reset from Carol. Would have loved to see her get a little bit down on that. Don't think she made the best contact with that slice there. Ball popped up, and Serena Smith is going to put that ball away every single time.
Oh, my goodness. That looked good.
It did look good.
I'll take
17-17. And I think what Kim and Carolina bring in these moments here, and Diego, maybe you can touch on this as well, is experience. As they get that.
About that.
Yep. Commentators curse a little bit.
You know, I mean, look, I think their life experience probably adds a little more value than game time experience, because I would say that Jessica probably has the exact same experience in being in tight moments like this in a lot of games in her life. I would say the wild card in this is Serena, but Serena's looks like she's been playing pickleball for 40 years.
Whoa! Big finish, Kim Layton putting it away.
They put away and keep away, because that's not coming back.
So, Diego, in these moments, what's going through these players' heads right now?
I think I would like to believe that what they're thinking on is focusing on their muscle memory, not overthinking any of these points, continuing to go for the patterns that they set for themselves that are successful in winning, not trying to go for too much of a shot, in particular because it's a tie game, 1-point score differential, and you don't want to be either missing a serve or a return, and staying the course.
Absolutely.
Attacking when necessary, and trying to go for more for the middle. I think you want to add pressure to your opponent when you're serving in this particular situation.
Yeah, absolutely. All these players have practiced these shots thousands of times. As Serena Smith.
She got up there.
She got up there jumping out of the gym like a rabbit,
timeout
Diego.
Has been called.
We might need to check her shoes. There might be some springs in there.
Valuable timeout, yes, absolutely. I don't believe springs are allowed.
I don't think so either. That just might be some quads jumping up there, jumping out of the gym. But
I mean, to be fair, Serena's tall, lanky
very
person.
tall.
Likely didn't jump more than 6 inches, but could have been 20.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Somewhere in between there. And, you know, if you're going to lob somebody, I think you would argue on paper that it's Jessica, but I guarantee you that Jessica gets absolutely everything.
Absolutely.
Even if she's running back for a lob, that ball's dropped in perfectly.
And again, I think that speaks to her game awareness. Again, interesting here, the Pronghorns electing not to use the full.
Their smash. They just wanted to level the momentum for a moment. Smash serving for the win.
Yeah.
Serena to serve. Everybody. And the house was silent.
Great return from Carol. Oh, and trying to go for the winner, but just long from Carolina.
No fear there, though. I like
no
that.
fear.
I like that about her.
She'll hit that shot 7 out of 10 times, just a little bit long on that last ball there.
If you're not going to take advantage of your weapons, there's no reason to work on them, and so you have to hit that ball there.
Yeah,
just
and
sailed a bit.
Smash take a close one, 21-18.
Okay, that was our ladies event, and now we're on to our men's matchup. And welcome back. We're on cable TV, so we have sponsors and commercials.
Absolutely.
Listen, you know, when they said, Diego, do you want to be back at the big time? I said I never left.
Oh.
So I'm here with my boy Luca, and we're about to carry on with our men's match.
Absolutely.
Luca, tell me a little bit about these teams that you got to see play yesterday.
Beautiful. So again, I had the pleasure of watching both of these cats play yesterday. We have Ryan Torresin and Preston Gordon, again for the hometown London Smash team. Absolutely lethal, these two gentlemen in front of me here.
We're watching them very close up front, and I'm not more than 3 feet away. And I feel like I'm at I'm watching physical beasts play out here.
Absolutely.
These are big boys.
These are big boys.
There are some strapping shoulders on both of these men.
Absolutely. You can tell that both of these athletes, Ryan Torresin, as we see, hometown in Pennsylvania, USA, again, coming to Canada, hacking around with us. We're so happy to have him here. Obviously, one of the best players that we have in Canada. Brand new to the league. On the other side, we see Jacob Bolkowy from St. Albert, Canada, Alberta.
I believe we're going to have to ID that gentleman at the bar.
Absolutely, Diego. If I'm reading here right, he is 15 years old.
15 years wise of age.
Absolutely.
I know that's the number on his not yet ID, but he plays like a grown man.
Absolutely.
He looks like a grown man.
Yep.
He is a big kid. 15 years old, I want my son to be that big. Shout out Wyatt. Shout out Mila, my kids.
I love that. Yeah, man. The man is, I want to say a boy among men, but looking at all the statures of these guys right here, he fits in perfectly. Dude, as we see his partner over there, Alain serving, also from Calgary.
Yeah. You know when you see a puppy with big paws and you know that dog's going to be huge?
Yeah.
That's this kid right here.
Wow, Ryan Torresin.
What a freak flick.
The tornado striking early.
The tornado.
The Torresin tornado hits hard and hits often. And we are going to see him be a major factor in today's game, Diego.
So my man Gordon here is giving me a bit of a Lucas vibe.
Yes, very much so. Preston Gordon
almost kind of looks like him from behind.
You know what? It's funny that you say that because I had one of our fans today go, is Preston Gordon and Lucas Wong from the Northern Lights Pickleball Club related?
Yeah.
No relation whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. But I can tell you where they are related. They're both very good pickleball players.
The level of play.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we see a timeout being called by the Prairie Pronghorns here.
Yeah,
Chris and Jacob talking to their first-round draft pick, Brad Chapman, as we see some of the dupers up on the screen here. Diego, are you kidding me?
No.
Look at this here.
There is no kidding.
Ryan Torresin, 5.892. Preston Gordon, 5.914. Ladies and gentlemen, these numbers aren't easy to achieve.
No.
I'll tell you that for free.
I was hoping they don't put up our dupers, especially mine, because I need to add both of mine to add to one of these. But honestly, math. If you don't know it, don't ask. Question for you, okay?
Answered.
What do you think their number one pick is doing over here on the sideline? You think that's just like wear and tear? We're monitoring the effects of 2 days of full pickleball?
You know what it is, Diego? I think the big thing here is that this is the first event of the CNPL.
Yeah.
Teams want to evaluate as we see the tornado giving everything that he has in order to get that ball. You love to see that dedication from him.
Honestly, when you leave your heart on the court, you take my heart with you.
Absolutely. Good things happen, man.
It's, I like passion.
Yep.
Put that in a cup.
No scrapes. Torresin looks good. Love to see that. But
I mean, the dude also looks like a supreme athlete. And
absolutely.
I feel like my man's had some scrapes in his life.
Wow, Jacob. No fear going right at Preston.
Could you just describe my face right now? Like, if it was a sound, it'd be that.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if they have an emoji for that one yet, but they might want to think about creating one of those. Gotta pick your spots, Jacob.
So, equal parts attacking,
Yep.
some dinking.
Yes.
The game has gone so fast.
Correct.
It is very common to see a game endure this sort of play the entire time.
Absolutely.
They are able to mix it up and get into the dinking battle.
Yep.
No doubt about it. All these folks have these skills. But they would prefer to have a hands battle said there.
Absolutely. And I think with the technology of these paddles, Diego, with the extra foam that is being inserted into the cores of these paddles, you're seeing a lot more of what's called the trampoline effect as we see Preston Gordon go down the line.
That ball had a banana effect.
Absolutely. Call him Rafa. Holy. Preston showing, again, why he's one of the top picks this year in the CNPL.
Yes.
This cat came to play. But yes, going back to these paddles, they are being engineered and designed with so much foam inside of the core. No, I think we just have a shoelace here.
They were like in sequence, though. They went down.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Amen.
They're so in tune with one another.
That's team chemistry at its finest right there.
These both boys are using the Yola 4.
Yep. Both using the Yola 4. Again,
I think one's got a 14 and the other one's got a 16.
I would agree. And when you say 14 and 16, Diego, as we see a little timeout here being called by the Pronghorns, what do you mean by 14 and 16?
That is the width of the paddle. So how thick it is, essentially. So if you're looking at a sandwich, does it got 2 pieces of ham or 1? And depending on what you want as a player, there's a variety of different gauges of paddles, and you want to try to sort of test those out. But in theory, the thicker the juice, the
more power you're going to get.
Power you get at the same time.
Absolutely.
The thinner it is,
it's going to be more poppy at the net, better for hands battles, but a little bit more tricky to control, I would say. But again, looking at these guys over here, there's no issues whatsoever controlling these things.
They could play with a wood plank and they would still beat most people.
Absolutely.
So yeah, at this point in time, when you're at this level, it's sometimes what's your sponsor, what you're getting for free, but also what you're used to.
Yes.
You know, people are used to a certain type of shape of paddle, both the grip width and again the actual
length,
millimeters.
the shapes, absolutely.
Right. How much weight you put on it.
Yep. All of these factors come into major effect here as we see the Smash getting back ready to serve. We have 11-5 here.
It is not looking good.
The Pronghorns are in a little bit of trouble here, and
I mean, I don't know if the Pronghorns have a natural predator, but at the moment it appears to be the Smash.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Call to the wild.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Smash staying true to their name, smashing their competition.
And they played really well yesterday. They're just, look, I think the age is going to be a factor for a bit.
Absolutely.
All right? And I think, can this gentleman play at this level? No doubt in my mind.
Yep.
But is he going to be able to endure a battle at 21 points at rally scoring? Because we both know we were talking about rally scoring just briefly. But one thing I didn't get to mention is rally scoring really brings the cream to the top.
Yes.
Because you could be playing extremely well and still lose a rally scoring match.
Absolutely. You are never out of it in rally scoring. Oh, Ryan Torresin is just playing with so much confidence and charisma right now. He is tough to stop.
Peekaboo.
I see you.
That is a nasty shot.
And I see the ball going down the sideline.
And clipping the corner, like, perfectly.
Yep. Rare miss from Preston.
You know, with the 14-5 lead, what that builds up is the ability to play with a bit more confidence.
Absolutely.
And I think that there's a perfect opportunity for the winning teams to maneuver that and go for more. And I think there's also an inexperience level where at that time you do go for only too much and you start letting the other team back in.
Yes, absolutely.
But
again, I think if I'm the Prairie Pronghorns, I would love to see them grind out a little bit more points, be a little bit more patient, hit some softer dinks, try to hit those resets, but it's hard when Preston Gordon is hitting overheads, shooting out like missiles right now.
Not only missiles, but to the side, hitting the fence.
Absolutely.
So you're not getting that.
15-7. It's a tough spot for the Pronghorns.
They really got to dig in, like you said. I thought that having stay back a bit. Let's get these folks to get some miss hits. You never know what confidence can do with a couple of missed shots. That's out.
Yep, just long.
Good serve. Both these boys serve huge.
Big serves.
Can you come into the game really and not have your serve be a weapon, Luca?
I think this is what. Oh, as we have a did not call the score. Again, in pickleball here, you gotta wait till the score is being called. Preston a little bit frustrated. He just wants to go right now.
Yeah. I mean,
as he apologizes
when
to
you're
the
stomping
referee.
on a team, you want to put it out.
Absolutely. So this is a new development, going back to the serve, Diego, that we're seeing in modern pickleball is even a year ago, 2 years ago, the serve was not a weapon that most people thought.
Yeah.
As we see great hands from Ryan Torresin, Chris Alain just a little bit late on that last ball there.
He's just faster. There's nothing that can be said. It's not like I can't speak for eternity, but at the moment he's just playing faster.
Absolutely.
And the sound both off the Smash players' paddles is just, there's a big boom off those forehands. I don't know if it's coming through on the TV, but it is a thud.
Absolutely. And the amount of spin that they are generating on that ball just late from Torresin.
My boy did a little peekaboo over that net over there.
He did.
I hope that fires him up, because you don't want to fire up the other team.
Absolutely. But again, we see that these players are mastering their tools, like an expert carpenter mastering his tools and knows how to use them to their fullest capabilities. All of these players are almost at one with their paddle. It's an extension of their arm. Preston maybe going for a little bit too much there.
They can do a lot with the paddle.
Yes.
There's a lot of magicians out here, a lot of them. In fact, as we go along the day, I'm going to point out the best magician from each match.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And today, something exciting is we're actually going to have the opportunity to speak with our player of the match from the winning team after this. So, going to be very exciting stuff.
Who gets to pick that player?
I believe it's us, actually. We get to award that award.
Well, listen to me. I don't know if the players know that, but like some money could have been exchanged, I think.
Listen, we might need to see some people in the parking lot after.
It's an honor to get interviewed by us.
Absolutely. Luca and Diego's dog of the game.
Oh, I like it.
I like it too. And it looks like right now it is all Smash.
It's a one-way street.
Absolutely.
And that street is Elm Street for the Longhorns.
Yep.
Pronghorns?
Pronghorns.
Forgive me. There's a lot of those types of mammals out there in that country.
Oh, Ryan Torresin, net cord winner. You hate to see it if you're the Pronghorns, but Diego, to be frank, that was a beatdown.
It was not an evenly matched game, and the truth is that the Pronghorns got to have some questions.
Yep.
And I think that matchup may have not been the most. But again, maybe they're looking at this tactically like a chess match. Like maybe they decided that this particular matchup was okay to get some development for our young man.
I think what we're seeing here from the Prairie Pronghorns as we go to break, stay with us here because we have more pickleball action coming to you from London, Ontario.
Thank you very much. And we're back. Back to pickleball.
Back to pickleball, live from London, Ontario, the CNPL Central Split here at the beautiful Smash Pickleball Club.
It is beautiful here.
I'm Luca. This is my partner, Diego, coming to you with some live commentary of our first mixed doubles matchup right over here, Diego.
I'm really excited about this matchup. I think the Pronghorns have some work to do.
Absolutely.
And this is the time to do it. So
it is now or never for the Pronghorns.
I like when people get put up in the corner. It shows me really who they are, and pickleball is no different. This is a cage match.
This is a cage match.
At this moment in time, the Pronghorns have to show us something. And, you know, on the opposite side, the Smash are looking to stomp out their fire.
Absolutely.
So that's exciting. There's some of the best pickleball in the world being played here right now. And I really like the youth that we have happening at this moment in time here. The development is fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing those guys grow and the people that will be coming in. How do you think age matters in a matchup like this? I know experience on the one hand is great. We know when we get older, our bodies start to fall apart, so not everybody gets to experience that high level at that age.
Yep.
But young, youth-wise, like mentally, you think they're there?
So the best part about this league, Diego, is that each and every year it is getting younger, more athletic, faster, and we see this with upcoming young bucks like Jacob over here.
Yeah.
Again, 15 years old, Diego.
Yeah.
The problem is with that youth comes a little bit of inexperience.
For sure.
A little bit, I would say, a lack of patience, and a little bit of a, oh my goodness,
wow.
Preston.
360.
Wow, great resets all around. Serena hanging in there. Great little dinking happening from all around. Oh, Preston! Putting it away, challenging Kim Layton. But like I was saying, with that youth comes almost a fearless energy. And sometimes that fearless energy makes us go for the shots that
blissful
really
ignorance
aren't the best in most situations.
Yes, you know what? That's right. I mean, you got to give it. There's been young athletes that have dominated the world of sports at a very high end. I mean, like, you know, Lionel Messi is a good example.
Absolutely.
Rafael Nadal, perfect example.
Great
who am
ball
I to
from
tell
Kim.
a player that can play at this level that they can't play at this level, which is not what I'm doing.
No.
Just commentating on the sheer fact that his age is very interesting.
Absolutely.
And very nice to see young blood.
Young blood, and already to be good at such a young age is such an incredible feat. And again, congratulations to Jacob for all the hard work that you have done so far. And I have no doubt here.
Us starting that young? My gosh, I'd be a 4.5 right now.
Absolutely. And the sky is the limit for this kid.
Yeah, no doubt.
But again, when you are coming up with and going against experienced players like Preston that's been playing this game for a while at the highest level, oftentimes that can cause a little bit of a difficult uphill battle.
Yeah. How old is my boy Preston?
Preston's young as well. Absolutely. We're talking about this cat like he's 35, 40. Preston is very young over here, and he still has lots of pickleball to be played as well.
25 years old, man. It's like, I wish I was 25 years old. That's Preston.
Yep.
And what a wonderful problem Preston has to have Serena as a right-hand mixed player. She's fairly automatic on that.
Yes.
And has set up most of the attacks that he's been able to kill with his backhand flick.
Absolutely. So Diego, talk to me. When you say set up, what are we talking about here? So we see that word and we hear that word being thrown around in the pickleball community that Serena does a great job of setting up Preston.
Yeah.
Maybe for the fans and viewers at home, what does that mean here?
Right. So in conjunction with your teammate, wow, there's just some confusion in that
And
point
again,
there.
I think you go back to the age and inexperience
that's
there.
him running in. Yeah. Anyways, so as a team, you should have a form of patterns that work best for your shots, right?
Yeah.
It's really based on what shots you can hit. So in theory, you can hit all the shots. So we would argue that putting your partner in a position to be able to attack by, for example, Serena attacking on her cross-court right-handed dink deep and making Kim have to push up the line.
Yep.
Preston is waiting for that with a backhand counter on an automatic.
Yes.
That's a play that they're set up and designated in hopes that it happens, so that when it happens, he's there to be able to move fast to that ball. Now, there's multiple ways to get it. It's not just that play. Going to the middle sets up his forehand attack. But you're doing it with the conscious effort of putting your partner in a winning position.
Absolutely.
Getting to that level is difficult because, as I know as a coach, and you as a coach, a lot of people are worried about how they get better at their own game, as opposed to how they help their partner be better in conjunction and mutuality, right? Like, we want to be able to have a synergy to our partnership. That's why some of these teams I find amazing. They just play one day beforehand. They don't practice together. Not all of them, anyways.
Wow, Preston Gordon.
He's just hitting out of a tree.
Take over the game, young fella. Well done. And again, we see here that a play and setups are almost like plays in football, right? You've got your quarterback, you have your team calling in that play, pointing out, listen, if we put this pressure on their inside foot, oftentimes that backhand's gonna pop up the ball, or sometimes if we speed up the ball at a certain location, we might get a more favorable pop-up or ball coming back our way. So again, it's a very give and take situation that we have here. It's something that Serena and Preston are doing so incredibly well right now.
They work very well together. A perfect example for the folks at home that don't know what we're talking about is when you hear shake and bake on the court.
Yes.
Right? Shake and bake doesn't just mean you yell shake and bake like it's Talladega Nights and just run up to the kitchen.
Absolutely. We're not talking about the protein smoothies that we're going to get after this. I'll tell you that for free.
No, not indeedy. But what we are talking about is that the drive that leads into the shake and bake has to be good enough for the actual bake part to work out.
Yes, correct.
It's not just yelling it out like a war cry and running in.
Absolutely.
You must understand that the setup shot sets up the counter.
Yes.
And that exists all over the court.
On that setup shot, we're looking for a low top spin drive to the net with some pace that oftentimes leads to that pop-up coming from the other team, and then that brings up that other player to come and put that ball away. As we
Serena to
see,
serve here.
Yep, beautiful. 8-6 in favor of the hometown team, the Smash. So, Diego, talk to me as well. If the Smash win this game, what does that mean about them in terms of winning the match? What happens if the Pronghorns win the next 2 games? What happens then?
Amazing. One of the most amazing and beautiful things of pickleball will take place. That is called the Dream Breaker, where the teams play in singles.
Great ball from Serena.
3 points at a time, alternating whom they play. It is fascinating. It's kind of like the penalty kicks of pickleball.
Yes.
Very exciting stuff. Everybody gets to play a slightly different brand of pickleball because singles is fairly different.
Absolutely.
But it does provide us with some drama, and in sports, drama is theater.
Drama is theater, 100%,
and you want the
baby.
sun to set properly, baby.
Absolutely. And again, hopefully we'll get to see that today as well. But each team plays guaranteed 4 games here in every match.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, as we see Jacob go a little bit wide on that dink there.
Yeah, every matchup has layers like tiramisu.
Absolutely. And you want to stack that coffee, that cookie, and every time, just like in pickleball here, we stack 4 games. So each match consists of a women's doubles game, a men's doubles game, and then 2 mixed games. If a team wins 3 out of those 4 games, match is over. Good night, Jim Kite. We'll see you a little bit later.
We still watch the 4th match.
We still watch the 4th match
still bring you the
just
4th
for
match.
stats, but in terms of win-loss on their record, that team will win.
Yeah.
If they are tied 2-2 after the 4 games, we go to that exciting Dream Breaker that you talked about.
Yes, I don't think Preston got the memo this morning, though, about the Dream Breaker happening.
No.
And if he did, he burned it, because my man is out here to prove
Jacob.
to somebody that he's the best player out here.
Absolutely. Also, did you notice Jacob's hat? Is that his own brand of hat?
No, I haven't seen the logo.
I think so. You might need to check out his hat after. Jacob, if you are wearing your own logo's hat,
Is it?
I think I see some JB on that.
Oh, yeah, my boy's got a logo.
Jacob, if you're listening to this after, we will take 2 of those, please and thank you.
Yeah,
we will gladly sport your merch, no problem.
Great. That's for anybody out there.
100%.
Listen, we're professional commentators, and we're available. And we're also willing to support any brands that want to give us, whether it be financial compensation and or free merchandise. We're not picky.
Nope. And we see a timeout being taken out here. Both teams going to talk, grab some water, address what they're seeing here.
It's a pretty close matchup, I'm not going to lie. Based on the pickleball that we've been seeing and the way that Preston's hitting the ball so hard, I got to be honest, the Pronghorns got to be happy about where they are right now.
Absolutely.
In striking distance.
Yep. And again, I think that's that experience from Kim Layton, really trying to guide this team in the right direction, kind of eager them and push them on to hit certain shots. Look for those patterns again.
If I was to play on the Prairie Pronghorns, I would be leaning on Kim advice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Kim's been playing this game for so long. That wealth of experience there, it is like a fountain. And you want to be going to that fountain as much as you can, as often as you can.
Drink it from the cup.
Absolutely.
As someone said.
I'm pretty sure that was Shakespeare, right?
I'm sure that was somebody.
Yeah. It sounded beautiful.
If it wasn't William Shakespeare, it was Bill Shakespeare.
As we see Jacob here serving up 11-12. Great serve from the kid.
You know, that Selkirk paddle has just been along for a long time.
Yes. We see a lot of pros use it. I think it's because of the power that it generates, as well as some decent spin.
The first paddle I ever got after I played with like a Walmart paddle was a Selkirk Air with that same cutout in the hole.
Oh, really? Eh?
But honestly, the only reason I got it was because I could spin it around.
Preston, what a reset, what a lob. Wow.
And takes the team out of position, right?
Absolutely.
Puts Kim on the left side.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, surgical precision. These shots are not easy to do. This is...
Try to hit a lob it right, guys.
Yeah.
Let me know.
This is years of work, of practice, of, again, just understanding the game and what is needed at any given moment. 15-11. We're starting to see the smash pull away a little bit here, Diego.
Yes, this is the tail end of the set, the business end of the set, as I like to call it. And he just missed that one.
Yeah, long from Jacob. Timeout called from the Pronghorns. Jacob needing the breather here. wants to reset mentally. Just timeouts.
That's the use of the timeouts.
And again, we see here with these timeouts being called, what goes on in these conversations here, Diego? Obviously, you have been in team events before.
Yeah.
What goes on in these timeouts here?
Well, what I would argue is that it's important to find out what that team dynamic is.
Yes.
Because I've also been in part of team events where nobody's talking. And the problem is that that quiet silence can become an island.
Yep.
And being on the pickleball court can very easily become an island. And you know what it's like to not play well and that to extend 2 hours very quickly.
Absolutely.
So I would like to be what's happening in that huddle, a dynamic of trying to get out of the mud. Tactically, what we can do different.
Yep.
What is working and what is not. You have to be very honest.
Yes, absolutely.
And you have to have that ability to not have that ego stroke where you need somebody to tell you how good of a pickleball player you are. Like,
yep.
I think it's about breaking down the structure of the game, and every game is different. So had these two players been playing anybody else, the way that they'd approach the situation would be different.
Yes.
So right now, after having played some of this match, I mean, I think what you have to say is we cannot hit it to Preston no more.
Correct.
You have to stay away from Preston.
Yes, absolutely.
Make Serena beat us right now.
Yep.
She's a very good player, but make her beat us.
Yes. Absolutely. And I think that starts with Jacob. I would love to see Jacob be a little bit bigger in the middle, kind of take some of those dinks in the middle and really kind of take them out of the air, put a little bit more pressure on Serena right now.
Yep.
Both of these cats on the other side here are playing calm, cool, and collected, and you got to do something to get them out of their rhythm.
Well, the benefit of being 2 matches up is that the team, match number 3 for the team that has that 2-0 lead is a lot of freedom.
Yes.
There it is. That's
There it is. We want to see more of that, Jacob. Yes. Play big. Be big in that middle there as Kim gives him a little nod of affirmation.
Okay, it's important to go on a little run here. Stifle that little run. Oh,
wow.
You got to feel it now.
Oh, great ball from Preston. Giving it his all from Jacob. You love to see that.
You love a little Hollywood every once in a while. I love that flash.
Absolutely. And a little between the leg shots.
That's what
Jacob.
I'm talking about. I think being young, having that sort of shot creates confidence.
Yes.
Being able to hit that shot and people clap for it is on a different platform.
Yep, I completely agree. Beautiful. Oh, great return from Preston. Just so deep.
That's so nice.
Yep. Amazing. And again, not just years of experience. I mean, to put that ball within 4 or 5 inches from the back line.
And that ball had a big flight path, right? It had quite a rainbow on it, but he knew exactly when he hit it how much spin and height he needed to get it so that Jacob would have to hit that ball behind him.
Yes.
Such an important shot when they're moving in.
Absolutely. And getting him just a little bit more uncomfortable with that return, getting him off his spot.
Yeah.
As you see the ref updating the score here. Got here, refs talking, confirming the score with one another.
Okay. They need one of those paper cup phones.
Yep.
So that they can communicate better.
Did you ever make those as a kid?
I definitely did. Definitely did. I don't know if they actually work. It was mainly me yelling.
Yep. We have 14-18 here. Kim to serve as we see the score get updated on the screen. And again, a missed return from Serena. You hate to see that.
You have wonderful ears. That was wonderful you heard that score.
You know what? My mom said I had ears like an elephant growing up. So,
what?
Yep. Big and droopy like Dumbo.
Yo, one time my mom, you know what? Never mind, Mom. I won't air your dirty laundry. But I love my mom. She did think I had big ears as a baby. Let's just say that.
Oh, great reset. Oh, Jacob, you gotta go back to Serena. Great hands from Serena, but you are meeting a monster in the middle every time you attack Preston's forehand, and he just crushed that ball with that 2-hand backhand, sitting on it in the middle.
On top of that, he's loaded up on it already. Again, setup. Oh no, that
Wow,
just got away.
Serena.
I don't think she thought I was going over, which happens often.
And here we go here, serving
really like
for the
Serena's
match
serve.
point here. And just long from Serena. Commentator's curse there.
I'm so sorry, Serena. I apologize. Every serve before that was perfect.
Yep. 16-20, Pronghorn. Oh, great ball from Jacob. Great job. And Preston, a little bit of jeering going on at Jacob over there, letting him know, hey, no fly zone over here.
Yep.
2016 match point number 2.
I'm telling you, Luca, you can't just let no young lion walk up on you.
Absolutely. If the Lion King taught me anything, is that you got to fight for your pride.
That's right.
And you got to own Pride Rock like it's your own. Can't let no Scar come at you, trying to take what's yours.
No, man.
Hey, man, I just can't wait to be king.
Scar was just a bum. Let's be serious, man. Don't even hit me with it.
Absolutely. As we see some of our proud fans here, Linda Kawamoto, obviously the mother of Jess Kawamoto, one of the captains of the London Smash here, one of the players that they re-signed this off-season. Again, no-brainer.
I don't know what Linda's eating or drinking, but I'll have 2 of those.
Please.
Give me 2.
Yeah.
Because she's always in a good mood, always has energy, and always carries props.
Always.
She comes with a bag of props, and she's ready to rock and roll.
She is the Dollar Store's Customer of the Year every year. 5 years running.
I do. Shout out the Dollar Store. I'll take a branding deal with the Dollar Store. Dollarama? Come on now.
Great shots from Jacob. Great drive. Great approach. Just a little short on that drop.
Game point.
All right. Now
and this is for the
this
win
is for
here.
the match here. The Smash get this point. They're going home as the victors. Great ball from Jacob.
Look how far over he got too. Something
Yes.
that maybe he wished he would have been doing a little bit earlier.
A little bit earlier, and I agree.
And going back
Yes.
to Serena on that shot.
Yep. And again, I think if Jacob's watching this back, don't be afraid, buddy. You have youth, you have experience on your side, and he's getting frustrated with himself. I think the moment's getting to him a little bit here.
It could be that. There could be sweat in his eye. We don't know.
We don't know.
But yeah, it is tough to when things aren't going your way.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot to question. That's
Exactly that. Would love to see him come over on that last one, but Preston Gordon
Kim
says...
had it red too.
Yes, absolutely. Preston says, I'm taking this into my own hands here, and he puts that ball away. And we have this London Smash hometown team, first match of the day, coming away with a 3-0 victory, going for the clean sweep.
Yes, that's
in this game 4 here.
That's what we call the professional sweep.
Yep.
And you know, great opportunity for the Pronghorns to put out a couple other players to just get some experience, just get some reps.
Yep.
All right. We are back.
We are back.
Back to back.
Absolutely. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here again live from the Smash Pickleball Club here in the beautiful London, Ontario. Coming to you with game 4 of our matchup between the London Smash hometown team and the Prairie Pronghorns.
You know, what do you think is the benefit of playing in your home club?
Well, first off, commute.
Yeah.
It is beautiful, especially for, I know, Serena and Lucas. We're going to see Lucas, I think, a little bit later today. To wake up, relaxed, stroll out of bed, have that nice cup of coffee in the morning.
You think they could go home between matches to grab something to eat?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. In between that hour break, go home, you know, relax, heads up. One for the commentator crew as that ball's coming right towards us.
We're only here to say nice things to them. I don't know why they would try to hurt us like that.
I don't know. I don't know.
I am rooting for Carolina to win this.
Yes,
I would like to see that.
But yes, the local crowd here as well. I know for Serena, she is one of the pros that works at Smash. She's here often.
Okay.
So having some of her students, having some of the people that play at her club to cheer her on, it's just an incredible feeling. As that lob just sails out from Carolina.
Ryan left it wisely.
Yep.
That is nice. I can only agree. Sometimes when I'm playing at the club at One Health and I get to see some of my students watch me play and they're kind of analyzing what I do, it does bring a little extra out, man.
Yep.
Not gonna lie.
It gives you that little bit of fire, a little bit of that spunk.
I mean, they don't want to take lessons with you unless they feel like you can beat them.
Yes, absolutely.
As soon as you start losing to your students, they no longer become your students.
At that point, the student has become the master.
Right. or at least an unpaying customer.
Yes.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
I don't know about the master, Jonathan.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what Jonathan.
Yes, ball was out. A little confusion about the score over here. We'll wait for the ref.
Uh-oh. Get the paper cups out.
We've got 2-3 over here.
Got it.
Yes, there we go. A little bit of confusion from the referees, but we do have the right score now. It's 2-3 in favor of the Pronghorns. Great job from Carolina hitting down on that ball, forcing Torresin to hit up, and that ball sails just long.
Yeah, there's a benefit of having a left hand on that side. And,
Absolutely.
That ball coming in with that spin is going to be, you have to decide if you're on a backhand the entire time or trying to switch over for your forehand, which is tough.
Absolutely. So, Diego, if you're the Pronghorns here, you've lost the match already. What are Carolina and Chris playing for?
Well, number one, pride.
Absolutely.
Number two, you want to train with the best players possible.
Yep.
And a lot of these people have access to that, no doubt about it. But you don't get the opportunity to practice at this level very often.
Correct.
So what you need to take is that experience of this game and consider it what it is an opportunity to play a very high level of pickleball that you wouldn't normally get with a repercussion. And that repercussion is losing to a team that you're getting paid to compete against.
Yep.
And more so than anything, it's I think they want to just keep testing out their matchups.
Yes, absolutely.
They need to find out if this matchup is actually working or if they need to go back to the drawing board and change it up.
Switch them up. And it's still early in the season. We will see players being added, players being dropped, matchups being changed throughout the course of the season.
I mean, within a tournament, the matchups could be changed. So that's not, I mean, for sure the argument is coaches probably have a tough time on their hands trying to decide all the time who's best and for what. But let's be serious. There's 2 to 3 players on every team that we know are the cream of the crop and are going to be playing without a doubt unless there's an injury and or, a reason that they couldn't commit to the tournament for that weekend.
Yep.
For example, Ryan and Jessica are going to be household names here for the Smash.
Absolutely.
And they're not going to be not playing at any time soon.
Correct. Obviously, the 2 people that they re-signed in the offseason. And they are, again, showing why they are one of the top mixed teams from last season and then proving it again this season.
I mean, adding Ryan to the mix is going to be just nothing but an addition.
Wow. What a ball, what a play from these 2, Ryan Torresin and Jess Kawamoto.
Yeah.
Proving us right in our commentary.
Yeah, I would like to know why he's only got 1 leg wrap. A little bit of air.
You think that's style?
I mean, honestly, once it's out for us to look at, it is.
Yeah?
It's style right now. You might catch me in 1 leg sleeve tomorrow.
Not mine. No, absolutely. And then again, if you're Ryan and Jess, what does this game mean to you here?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. You play freely. You try to get some good reps in. You don't let it. If you lose, you don't let it go into your psyche at all.
The hard work's been done.
If you win it, it's fantastic to say you swept the team 4-0. But no, I don't think if they lose this, that does anything to their motivation for the rest of the day.
Beautiful. And again, the Smash came here, did what they needed to do, took the match already.
Yeah.
Great call from Torresin, ball going just long. You see Chris a little bit frustrated on that Prairie Pronghorn side there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I think there was a period of time where Chris was, if not the face of the league, one of the main top guys, and how quickly the world of pickleball moves because it's just a revolving door of talent now.
Yes.
And what's here this year, maybe different next year, and so forth and so on. And that's the beauty of the sport is that you don't know how fast it takes for somebody to get to the elite level.
Yes.
It could take somebody a long time. It could take somebody no time at all.
Absolutely. We see these young cats like Jacob. Took him 15. Chris.
He heard us.
He did hurt us.
From yonder.
And again, looking at Chris's story, obviously one of the later round draft picks last year for the Toronto United, spent his entire season with United, playing with them. Not re-signed by United, which again must have hurt, but was taken even earlier by the Prairie Pronghorns. I think he's got something to prove this season. And we're seeing that today.
I think there's quite a few players, honestly, across the board that are under that designation.
Yes.
That this is, playing in this league is an absolute dream and a blessing. Many people would die to be here right now to play. Okay, and I know you know.
Yes.
But just like any professional sport, every match, every time you come out, every tournament is an opportunity for you to keep your job or lose it.
Absolutely.
And that's what professional sports are all about. As a product, we want the best out there.
Absolutely.
And, anybody who's played a sport at a high competitive level knows what it's like to play and get hurt. And for the people that are playing to continue to get better, and you have to take a pause.
Yes.
And how sometimes mentally, that destroys people.
Yep.
You're not able to understand why not you. Timeout has been called.
Timeout from the Pronghorns.
And we get a little
flick
finger
of the,
roll.
a little flick of the wrist from the Smash. And again, Jess and Torresin over there are just playing symbiotic.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
playing telepathic pickleball right now.
I think this 3-0 hole is a big hole to get out of right now. It's early in the morning still. This is match 1. I wouldn't be surprised if as a team or at least individually they're thinking on to the next.
Yes.
Like, we got to worry about the next matchup. Again, this particular thing doesn't matter. Yeah, I know that their stats will ultimately come down to be a factor, whether it's for vying for position for a role on the team, making the league next year, all that, I get that. But it's stuffing at the moment.
Yep. Absolutely. And again, we take a look at that duper ratings up on the screen. Again, we see some of the 2 highest dupers over here. And look at their demeanor, Diego. Light, smiling.
Yeah, I mean, Jessica's literally jumping out of the gymnasium at the moment.
Yep. Ryan's got a little bit of the bunnies in him, too.
Oh, goodness. You know who used to do that? Rafael Nadal, before he terminated people.
I think I saw that, actually.
Before he terminated, folks, one time he hit his head on the, he jumped up so high he hit his head on the doorway. But yeah, Nadal would, just look this up, family. Look up Rafael Nadal warming up before a match. The intensity is at 1,000,000 right from the jump. His demeanor is not aggressive, but the way he warms up is aggressive.
It's like he's already playing once he warms up.
I think it tells the other team, look it, I don't care who's on the other side of the net.
13-8 the score. And again, you look at the demeanor on the Pronghorns over here. The Smash are jumping for joy over here. The Prairie Pronghorns are looking a little bit down on themselves. And again, in pickleball, it's so important. Something that, wow, Ryan Torresin, no wonder you're practicing those jumps, young fella, jumping out of the gym over here.
I'm looking up at the sky. Is that a plane? No, that's Ryan Torresin.
No, that's Tornado Torresin touching down, and he is just playing with so much confidence right now.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I think he's got to put a really solid games together and might be the man of the match. Might be the player of the match.
Absolutely believe so. Again, it's just, he plays with such an aggressive style. Wow, great spot from Jess. Put away from Torresin.
Smart, into the body too.
Set up, put away. They're just playing, they look undefeatable right now, Diego.
It's a long day of pickleball. We know that, and right now they are playing that way.
Unlucky
and to sustain this level, sometimes takes a bit of luck. Definitely a lot of focus. And we would love to hear his thoughts.
Yeah,
not gonna lie to you. I'd like to know how he's breaking the games down. Oh, that was clipped.
Unlucky net cord. Ryan giving them the sorry.
Yeah. And that is a sorry, you're sorry.
Yes.
That's one of those.
That's one of those. You're sorry. You're sorry.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get those moments where it's a sorry, but listen, it was game point. We just won the game. We got to take it.
Yeah. No.
Oh, wow.
But she is the Matrix.
Yep.
Jessica Kawamoto.
Absolutely.
She bends the reality to her will.
Listen, Keanu Reeves, if you want to make another Matrix movie and you need an extra.
An agent.
You call up the Kawamoto royal family and you sign Jess Kawamoto.
Yeah.
Just make sure there's a pickleball court on set, though.
Yeah. Send them the tape of us commentating her match, though, so we can get a roll, too.
Oh, Ryan, what a ball.
Good reset.
That tornado is just striking and is causing so much damage out there on the court. 19-9. And this has been all Smash Pickleball right now.
Well, when there's blood in the water, the Sharks will come.
Absolutely.
What a drive, man.
Yeah. Is that a little basketball, little hezzy stutter step over there?
I like it.
Just wow.
I wonder if he's already made up his mind that he's going right, though. Or if the stutter step is for him to be able to pivot on both sides. Either way, I like it.
Yep. We see here the ball being cracked, referee confirming it.
But they have
a little ball pouch, a little
bag of balls.
A little ball fanny pack.
Right on, man. Shout out to our 2 referees.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know the names of these 2 wonderful ladies, but they have done a phenomenal job.
And shout out to all referees here today, Scott Foster and your crew. I know you guys do an amazing job keeping our league officiated, well run, and moving along smoothly. So
Christine Kelly, one of the most amazing human beings on the planet.
Yes, absolutely.
Notable referee.
Oh.
They had enough backspin.
Yep. Jess knew it as soon as she let that ball go by her that there was not enough juice to sail that thing long. 11-19.
You know, if they package together 3 or 4 points right now, they could get interesting.
Oh, Chris just long coming over and taking about 90% of the court, and we have game match point for the Smash. 2011. Great low serve. Drop to Caro.
You know, it's funny. I have the honor of
Jess Kawamoto with style. ATP for the winner.
ATP.
And you see how much that game meant to them. Happy, smiling, business as usual. And the Smash take it 21-11. Coming back to the hometown fans. You love to see that as the Pronghorns coming off a little bit dejected, a little bit tired. Tough one for the Pronghorns here, Diego.
You know, I'm sure it's not what they expected this morning when they stepped onto the court. There was definitely a noticeable level of higher focus on the other team.
Absolutely.
Just in general. I thought their 2 gentlemen played absolutely lights out.
Yep.
And you know, their ladies compliment them well and do it. You know, it's unfortunate that the sport is very much the guy takes over. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but look, it is what it is. Both Preston and Ryan are playing a very high level of pickleball, and I think it makes it easy for anybody to play with them.
Absolutely.
They showed themselves in the men's game what they were able to do, but kudos to the ladies on the team too. Serena and Jessica are absolutely powerhouses, and they took care of business as well. All right, we are back at London, Ontario here at Smash Pickleball, and this is the professionals. We're here in the big leagues, and we'd like to bring you the player of the match, Jessica Kawamoto.
Yeah.
Jessica, it's a joy to watch you play every single time that you're out.
Oh,
Tell
thank
me,
you so much.
4-0, how does that feel?
It's great. Yesterday, I don't think we went 4-0 at all, so it's nice to start off the day strong, and hopefully we'll continue strong throughout the rest of the day.
What was your game plan going into these matches? Because it really seemed like you had the Pronghorns out of sorts and giving them a lot of trouble, both on the right-hand side in the mixed games. The ladies, I thought, dominated that matchup, and the gentlemen are just playing very strong. Both Ryan and Preston probably feel very good to play with.
Yeah, we had our strategies against some of the players. Unfortunately, Brad was out with food poisoning, I think I heard, so that's a little bit harder for the Pronghorns, but we had our strategies going in against the different matches and tried to execute it the best we could, and yeah, I think we executed pretty well, and we wish them all the best for the rest of their day, and hopefully we do well for the rest of our day too.
That's very professional. It sounds like you already have some media training. Out of curiosity, when did you find out that Brad was not going to be playing? Was that early on? Was that yesterday?
No, we just found out this morning. We saw them warming up without him and wondered where he was, and then when we saw the matchups, we got to match them and saw that he wasn't there, so that's unfortunate for him.
That is very interesting, and as a professional athlete, which you are, and you're playing here, how quickly can you change your game plan in your mind? Like, were you ready for those other matchups as well coming into this?
Yeah, usually for our team, right before each of the matches, we'll kind of talk through some of the strategies depending on who we're playing. So I don't think it really affected us too much. It's kind of just like, okay, here's who we're playing, and then these are the strategies against the people we're playing.
Jessica, as somebody who's gotten a chance to actually watch you play and all the hard work that you do, can you just tell the people at home a little bit about what your physical routine is? Because you look in absolutely phenomenal shape. I mean, you literally, we're over here, and I hope that you don't take this the wrong way. I hope it's a compliment, but You are absolutely a ballerina when you're playing.
Thank you so much.
And so are you constantly in the gym? Like, are you watching what you eat? I mean, tell the people what to do.
Yes to all of the above. I should be drilling more, but I'm on the court probably 4 or 5 times a week. And then I recently started going to the gym because I never used to go to the gym that much because of my boyfriend. So that's helped a lot. And then I've tried to help my diet more and helped with stretching and different things off court more than I used to. So that's definitely helped, I think.
Jessica, you're one of the faces of the league, one of the stars here in Canada. It's an honor to call your match. Thank you very much for your time. We're looking forward to watching you play later again. And shout out to your family, some of the loveliest people on the planet. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks.